Dan Kolko from the PlayBetter store here with Jeff from Golf Mission. And Jeff, you've got a really cool product that we've been talking about the last couple days, which I think is great because it's a game that you can play out on the course, but on top of that, it's a training tool as well. Tell us about it.
It's a great on-course training game. It's fun to play, but what it does, it gives you targets and goals to hit during your round of golf. It's handicap. You can play it with all different levels of golfers. For example, 18 and above, you need to complete 3 of the 6 missions, where 4 and below, you need to complete all 6 of the missions. For example, my first mission of the day might be maximum of 6 putts on the first 3 holes. Right away on the first 3 greens, I'm focusing on my putting.
And what's great about it is, even if you start off the first few holes and you're having a rough round, it keeps you focused in because there's all these different missions.
Keeps you focused right to the end.
It's not going to let you, get out of your game because you need to stay focused.
Exactly. It just gives you targets and goals to hit right up to the 18th hole. A lot of problems with amateurs, they lose focus.
Right.
Especially around the later on in the round, where there's always late missions. In the last 15, 16, 17, 18, there's always missions around those holes, so it keeps you focused.
Take us through some of the missions. You mentioned some of the putting ones. What else? Yeah. What are some of the examples?
I mean, it could be hit the 13th or 14th green in regulation, drive 7 fairways during the round. It could be no sand or water on the last 3 holes. But the good thing, there's a really great rule that makes you focus even more. Let's say you've got the no sand rule and you go into the bunker on that hole, you can rescue that mission with a par or better. So now your bunker shot is much more important, your putt is much more important because it means you're rescuing that mission.
And you told me a really cool story yesterday about how someone, a really high quality golfer, was having a bad hole, but it was the first time you said that he fist pumped an 8. He got an 8.
Exactly. His mission was no more than 2 putts on any par 5, and he drove out of bounds, got on the green in 6. His first putt was about 4 feet short. He said, first time in my life, Jeff, that I focused on a 4-foot putt for an 8, but he said definitely the first time I fist pumped an 8 when it went in. But it took a positive attitude to the next tee, not an 8.
And that's huge when you go from one hole to another, and instead of carrying an 8 and you're thinking, oh boy, here we go again. Now you're happy about it. You're ready to carry it.
It turns a negative situation into a positive. I mean, we've done some work in some very big academies in the UK. And they're finding that the kids are really, even the bad-tempered kids are forgetting about the hole quicker, a bad hole quicker, and they're just moving on. What's my next mission? What's my next mission? And so it's making them play better golf.
Jeff, this is a really cool product. Thank you for taking the time to explain it to us.
Thank you. Thanks for coming by.
We look forward to having it on PlayBetter Store. This is Jeff. I'm Dan at the PlayBetter Store at the PGA Golf Merchandise Show.